Privilege. We're now going to explore privilege. This is a concept that is also closely linked to systems of oppression and power. Privilege is often invisible or taken for granted by those who possess it, and it can manifest in various aspects of life, including access to resources, opportunities, and social advantages. There are some key things to keep in mind when thinking about privilege. Privilege is unearned advantage, which means it involves advantages that individuals receive without effort or merit solely because of their membership in a particular social group. These advantages are often built into societal structures, norms, and institutions. Privilege is systemic and structural. It is embedded within systems of power and oppression, such as racism, sexism, ableism, and classism. These systems create and perpetuate inequalities by privileging certain groups while marginalizing others. Privilege is intersectional, which means it operates within intersecting systems of oppression and privilege. Individuals may experience privilege in some aspects of their identity while facing oppression in others. For example, a white woman may experience gender based oppression but still benefit from racial privilege. Privilege is often invisible or normalized to those who possess it, making it challenging for them to recognize or acknowledge their advantages. This can lead to a lack of awareness of systemic inequalities and contribute to the perpetuation of injustice. Privilege is relative and comparative, meaning that one's privilege is measured in relation to the disadvantages faced by marginalized groups. For example, a person may have economic privilege compared to someone living in poverty, but may lack other forms of privilege. Privilege has an impact on opportunities and outcomes. It can shape access to opportunities, resources, and social advantages in various domains, including education, employment, housing, healthcare, and the criminal justice system. Individuals with privilege may have greater access to networks, mentorship, and support systems that contribute to their success and well being. Recognizing and understanding our privilege carries with it a responsibility to use it to challenge systemic inequalities and to work towards greater equity and justice. It also helps us to be more inclusive by encouraging us to listen more and speak less. It enables us to contribute to a culture that is actively working towards equity and to use our advantage to advocate for positive change. It's also crucial for fostering inclusion and equity in the workplace, as it highlights advantages that are not universally available. Let us remind ourselves again about the link between privilege and power. The link between privilege and power lies in how privilege often translates into power. Those who hold privilege, whether it's due to their race, gender, wealth, or other factors, often have greater access to resources, opportunities, and positions of influence within society. This access to resources and influence allows them to maintain and perpetuate systems that benefit them while often marginalizing or oppressing others who lack similar privileges. For example, a person who benefits from class privilege may enjoy the privilege of financial security, but also typically has access to better education, healthcare, and opportunities for career advancement. This economic privilege often translates into greater social and political influence, allowing them to shape policies and institutions in ways that can maintain their advantage. Similarly, someone who belongs to a dominant racial or ethnic group may benefit from advantages such as less discrimination in housing, healthcare, employment, and the criminal justice system. This racial privilege can translate into greater societal power, enabling them to uphold or challenge existing hierarchies. In essence, privilege and power reinforce each other in a cycle. Those with privilege often wield power to maintain their advantages, while those with less privilege struggle to gain access to power and to challenge existing systems of inequality. Recognizing this link is crucial for understanding and addressing issues of social justice and equity.